Hi, welcome to the Word for the Moment. I am Peter Adelaide. Today we are looking at the people that do know their God. The people that do know their God. That is the topic for today. And our text is taken from the book of Daniel, chapter 11 and verse 32. Daniel 11, verse 32. Our memory verse is also taken from the same uh, Daniel 11:32. We are looking at the B part, the people that do know their God. God, we were told in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 1, created the heavens and the earth out of nothing. Even out of that we called nothing or think impossible to the eye is God's. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending of all things, and of his fullness have all we received, and grace for grace. In him we move, in him we live, and in him we have our being. God is worthy of note, worthy of our attention. He's a jealous God because he is always loving. He shed his love abroad in that while we were yet sinners, his only begotten Son died for the sins of the world. He created all things, but delighted to create man in his own image and likeness. He empowered us to behave like him. He is a spirit, and those who must worship, serve him, must do so in spirit and in truth. Therefore, to do a proper worship and acceptable service to God, we must desire to know him. Who, what, where, and how of God. It is then that we can offer unto God an acceptable and perfect sacrifice. If you don't know who is God, what is God, where is God, and how of God, then how do you want to offer an acceptable sacrifice unto Him? So we must desire a knowledge of Him, which means have awareness about Him and familiarize ourselves with Him. The level of God's awareness we have determines the level of power available for us to do whatever we wish to do here on earth. If He knows us through our daily and constant familiarization visits to Him, He will be readily available when we need Him in the affairs of the world. God is a big factor. He is a big deal for anybody that wants to do exploit in this world. We must acknowledge Him in all we do. And that is Proverbs 3:6. Acknowledge him in all that we do. For those of us who desire to do greater works for Jesus, it is under us to know him. Moses desired to know him. He became a mighty deliverer and a great prophet. He parted the Red Seas, brought water out of the rock, saw God in glory, and many more. If we all desire the great exploit of Moses and that of Daniel in the land of bondage, where he ruled and reigned, we must have daily and constant relationship with God. We must be with him in season and out of season. By this we will know how he works, and how he speaks. You can imagine Daniel getting another man's dream and interpreting same. He never shared the same bed with the king and yet getting a forgotten dream. He was able to do this because of his relationship with his God. He knew God and he could get the secret overnight. So the secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will shield them his covenant. That is Psalm 24 and verse 14. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will shield them his covenant. Abraham desired to know God, became Abraham, and father of faith. Joseph had his awareness. He became a prime minister in a strange land and ruled over the world affairs. Time will fail me to tell of Samuel, of Deborah, of David, of Elisha, of Elijah, and the apostles, because these men and women knew their God. They were never stranded. They did great exploits in their lifetime. May God open our understanding to know him. Amen. Central truth for today is the level of God's awareness we have determines the level of power available for us to do whatever we wish to do here on earth. So, what level of awareness of God do you have? What level of awareness of God do you have? No, it will determine how far you will go in life. I wish you well and have a great day. I remain Peter Adeleye. This is the word for the moment. God bless you.